Sawadee krap. Good afternoon, distinguished speakers and participants in YouTube. We are pleased to welcome all of you today to the Southeast Asian Waste Hero Model Schools, a webinar on best practices. This webinar is part of the 2024 Waste Hero School Competition organized by the Simeo Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy Philosophy for Sustainability, or Simeo SEPS, in collaboration with Indorama Ventures and with the support of UNUS Thailand, Simeo Secretariat, Simeo Regional Center for Educational Innovation and Technology, or INOTEC, Simeo Regional Center for Education in Science and Mathematics, or REXAM, and Simeo Regional Open Learning Center, or SIMOLEC. This builds on the success of the 2023 Waste Hero Development Co-campaign, further strengthening the waste management practices at the schools and continuing the empowerment of teachers, students, and community members. I am Josh, Program Consultant at Simeo SEPS, and I'm delighted to be your MC for this webinar. Let's take a quick look of what's in store for us. First, we'll kick off with an opening and welcome message by our center director. Following that, we have two 30-minute sharing sessions where we'll hear success stories from our model schools, starting with the primary level, then moving on to the secondary. After each session, we'll open the floor for Q&A segment, giving you all a chance to interact with our speakers. To wrap things up, we'll hear from our partner UNUS Thailand as they present the Waste Hero Education Program, which will close our session this afternoon. I hope you find today's session both engaging and inspiring, and that you take away valuable insights to apply in your own educational environments and communities. To start the program, it is my pleasure to introduce our Center Director, who will officially welcome all of us to today's webinar. Please join me in giving a warm virtual round of applause to Ms. Duria Amata-Vivat, Center Director of Simeo Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy Philosophy for Sustainability, or Simeo SEPS.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed educators, students, and environmental advocates, welcome to the Southeast Asian Waste Hero Model Schools, a webinar on best practices which has been organized to celebrate the success of a wider initiative that is shaping the future of sustainability in education. We are gathered here today to recognize the incredible work being done by schools across the region and beyond, who are championing waste management, environmental responsibility, and principles of circular economy. The webinar is the second activity of the 2024 Waste Hero School Competition, an initiative that builds on the success of last year's Waste Hero Development Co-campaign. Launched in May, the 2024 Waste Hero School Competition has seen tremendous participation from 53 schools across Southeast Asia, as well as other countries, including Bhutan, India, and Qatar. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the schools that have been selected as model schools in waste management practices, inspired by the Waste Hero education resources, namely from Indonesia, Sekolah Daga Negeri Hegamana Jatinangor in Sumedang. From Malaysia, Lasalle Central Secondary School in Kuala Lumpur. From the Philippines, San Luis National High School in Pangasinan. And in Thailand, Ban Kham Mek Nong Nang Pha School in Yasothon Province. I would also like to give a very special mention to Doroka Lower Secondary School from Bhutan, and to acknowledge the efforts of schools from other countries outside Southeast Asia. Through their commitment, all these schools have gone beyond their classroom walls to create sustainable change. They have integrated Waste Hero education resources into their curriculum, inspire social and environmental transformations, and engage deeply with their communities to foster a culture of responsibility. Today, we will hear from their leaders, teachers, and students who will share the stories of their journeys, their challenges, and their future plans. The Waste Hero initiative is not just about reducing waste. It's about empowering young minds to think critically about the world they lived in and to take action for a more sustainable future. The school we highlight today have embraced this mission, showing us that meaningful change begins with education and community engagement. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Indorama Ventures and all our supporting partners, namely UNUS Thailand, Simeo Secretariat, Simeo Innotech in the Philippines, Simeo Rexam in Malaysia, and Simeo Simulec in Indonesia for the support to this competition. This initiative would not have been possible without their unwavering commitment to sustainability in education. As we listen to this success story, let us be inspired by the dedication of these schools. They remind us that each of us has a role to play in building a sustainable future, and that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the larger goal of protecting our planet. Thank you for joining us today and for being a part of this crucial conversation. Together, we can continue to empower our youth, enrich our communities, and make a lasting impact on the environment. Enjoy the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dria, for your warm welcome message. As we move into our sessions, you'll see a QR code displayed on the screen, and our technical team also shared a link in the YouTube chat. Feel free to submit any questions or comments through this, and our team will highlight those we can address during the Q&A segment later on. Without further ado, may we introduce the first session, sharing the success stories of Waste Hero Model Schools Primary Education. May I introduce the moderator of this session. She is a specialist at the Training and Research Division in the Simeo Rexam, based in Penang, Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a warm virtual round of applause to Dr. Nantini Jayaram. Dr. Nantini, please.
Thank you, Mr. John Joshua, and good afternoon to everyone. And welcome once again to our session entitled Sharing the Success Stories of Waste Hero Model Schools in Primary Section. And I'm Dr. Nantini Jayaram, and it's a privilege to be moderating this session today. And we are here to hear from two incredible primary educators who have led their schools in implementing sustainable practices through their Waste Hero program. So we have here Ms. Ofia Nisa, the headmaster from SDN Hegarmanah Jitanagor Sumedang, Indonesia. And we also have Mrs. Acharapon Putramprom, School Director from Bangkam Meknong Nangfa School, Thailand. So their education to environmental sustainability and education had a powerful impact on their student, staff, and local communities. So without further ado, let's welcome our first speaker today is Miss Ofia Nisa, the headmaster of SDN Hagarmanah Jatinagor Sumedang from Indonesia. Miss Ofia, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Nantini, as moderator. Thank you, Siam Yosips and team. Ladies and gentlemen, please excuse me. I convey the good practices of my school. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Sorry for this segment. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the Waste Hero Project. Welcome to the Waste Hero Project at Hegemana State Elementary School in Indonesia. This school community, consisting of 8 teachers and 193 students, practices sustainable waste management. Issues: high levels of waste generation and lack of segregation. Because high waste generation. Our school generates a significant amount of waste daily, including paper, plastic, and food waste, which needs to be addressed. 2. Lack of segregation. Students and staff often fail to properly sort waste into different categories, leading to inefficient recycling and disposal. 3. Awareness gap. There is a lack of education and awareness among the school community about the importance of waste management and recycling. Program objective and activities. The program objective and activities are as follows: reduce waste, minimize waste generation through efficient resource utilization and conscious consumption. 2. Educate students, develop environmental awareness, and empower students to become responsible waste managers. 3. Promote 3R culture, encourage students, staff, and the community to adopt reduce, reuse, and recycle practices. And 4. Key activities: sorting waste at the source, composting and recycling organic and inorganic materials, and participating in environmental activities. The program active regarding school policies, integrating TR principles into curriculum, implementing a zero waste policy for school events, establishing an eco club to lead waste management initiatives. Waste Hero resorts with incorporating educational modules into lessons, providing teacher and student training on the workshop using recycled materials. Project sustainability and stakeholder engagement included infrastructure strengthening, upgrading composting and recycling facilities, developing an electronic waste recycling companies, and collaborating with environmental organizations to support the program. Project innovation, utilizing old gallons for classroom aquariums and hydroponic plants, creating biopower halls from perforated gallons bottles filled with dry leaves or food waste. Communication and creativity. A program promotion utilizing a school blog to inform about waste management activities and running environmental awareness campaigns within the school and community. 2. Promotional material examples, creating posters and recycling and waste reduction, producing short videos, showcasing student projects with recycled materials, and organizing seminars for parents on waste management practices at home. Project sustainability about policy change, adoption of stricter environmental policies, reduction in single-use plastic within the school, and social and behavioral change, increased awareness and participation in recycling programs, change in student and families' behavior towards waste management at home, environmental change, reduction in waste sent to landfills, a cleaner and healthier school environment, and income generation, revenue of 430 Indonesian rupiah for the scale of sorted waste in 2024. Student activities on positive behavioral change. Student participation, involvement in the Eco Club, and leadership in reselling project, student initiative in organizing waste actively participate in the community, inspiring their families and friends to engage environmental preservation, having gallon pen pot, trash can from plastic bottles, and excel from classroom decoration. Looking ahead, continued sustainability, expand program reach, develop innovative solutions, and promote long-term sustainability. About my overview project sustainability, holistic approach, waste segregation, recycling and composting, educational initiative, continuous monitoring, and community engagement. Transformative influence on our school waste management practices include enhanced awareness, student-led initiative, curriculum integration, improved waste segregation, community outreach, and monitoring and improvement. Student-led initiative. Our students have taken an active role in leading waste management initiative, like Eco Club project, to organize and lead various sustainability projects, including awareness campaigns and school-wide waste reduction efforts. Include recycling drive, zero waste challenge week, composting initiative, green patrol, community cleanup campaigns, waste recycling art competition. About about Eco Club project, every student involved in that project. I will show you the graph, but this is loading. The graph of my waste. Ini udah jalan ya, ini. Okay, I will explain about circular economy. Is related to generating funds through recycling because it allows the reuse of waste material into new product of economic value, should be reducing waste and creating new income streams and can support school activities and programs. I have the bar chart illustrating the amount of waste collected at SDN Hegamana during the 4 period in January 2024. Each bar represents a different type of waste collected over the specified weeks. The chart shows the variation in waste collection for PET plastic bottle, glass bottles, aluminum cans, paper, carton board, and other recycled waste or e-waste. Like this. Back again to graph. Okay. Generating funds through recycling. This is about waste reduction, cleaner community, and fundraising opportunities. Selling collected recycle can generate valuable funds to support school activities and programs. Here is the chart illustrating the amount of waste collected at SDN Hegermana during the fall period. In January 2024, sorry for the was improvement, continuous improvement, data analysis and evaluation. Kenapa ini loading ya? Ini loading. Okay, that's my presentation. Okay, before I end my presentation, allow me to share some encouragement regarding Trash Hero on video. I help committed to share screen again. Share screen my presentation. I had problem with my device. Please.
So,
Sorry.
Miss Sophia?
Yes. Yes,
Are you done with your presentation?
Can you help me to share screen again? I want to share about my videos.
Okay. You have a video to share?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry for problem with my device. In my presentation. Or I try again, okay? Oh, not success. Okay, you can share the video to me. Okay, that is.
Everyone wants a superhero. You know what? We can all be superheroes. Imagine if the trash could talk. They would be yelling, "Recycle me." But don't worry, because we can be waste heroes at school. Step 1, separate your trash. Paper, plastic, and food waste all have their own places. It's like giving them their own cozy homes. Step 2, always remember this magic spell: reduce, reuse, recycle. Less trash means more space to have fun. Step 3, invite your friends. Our Waste Hero Squad can make our school cleaner and greener. And remember, being a waste hero isn't just about cleaning up. It's about making the world a better place, starting with every piece of trash. So let's keep up the great work with recycling. Let's turn trash into treasure and become the waste heroes our school needs. Go Team SDN Hegermana Jatinangor Sumedang.
Miss Sophia, unmute yourself.
Here is some of our school documentation. We look at before and after the Trash Hero program. These are just a few examples of the use of plastic bottles as trash cans. And here are some other Trash Hero activities. Next. Next. We also collaborate with both school members and outside the schools. That's all I can share about good practices. Thank you all for your attention. Permission return to moderator. Thank you.
Miss Ufia?
Yes.
You there?
That's my presentation. Yes, I had finished my presentation and time and I back again to moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Ufia. And that's a very insightful presentation. And it's very inspiring to know how SDN Hegermana has engaged students in meaningful environmental actions from waste reduction initiative to fostering a culture of sustainability within the school and community. So your program is truly demonstrate the power of education in shaping responsible global citizens. And it's also very interesting to know about how to educate the students on generating fun through the recycling programs, actually. So now moving on to our second speaker, Mrs. Acharampon Utpon, the school director of Ban Kam Mek Nong Nang Fa School from Thailand. So she will be sharing her insight on Waste Zero Model School. So Mrs. Acharampon, please share your screen and you may begin your presentations now. Please welcome.
สวัสดีค่ะ Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome our participation to showcase presentation and exchange debate practice. I'm Mrs. Asrapon Putapum, the principal of Ban Kamik Nong Nang Fa School from Thailand. Ban Kamik Nong Nang Fa School, under the project name The Wonder Why Waste Separate. I'm from Thailand. Primary education as 9 teachers and 94 students. The background about the waste management systems. I being the school principal here in 2019. The school garbage bins overflow. The students didn't separate how we can do. The committee not separates garbage. There is too much plastic in the communities. We need to provide knowledge on waste separate. That 3 R's. Waste management system started in 2019 with the Waste Zero Model School from CP Company. In 2020, school was still is a Royal Civilization School Sufficiency Economy Philosophy Learning Center in school in the project name Araya Kaset. The project to make eco-friendly and zero waste. Waste management system, the committee are focusing on 3 main concepts. The first, reduce water source starts in the classroom. The second, manage waste separation as source starting in the classroom. The third, creating and expanding knowledge to schools and nearby communities. Waste hero in the classroom with 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce. The teachers and the students use personal thinking classes, can reduce and prevent infectious diseases as well. Stop using stoves. It is small and difficult to recycle and can flow into the sea. It is dangerous to marine animals. Reuse. Save papers. Use both sides of the paper. and sent to recycle. We make flowers from scraps of fabric for sale and donate to the temple. Another pattern, the flower from plastic bags, so wonderful. With hero sewn in the classroom to separate garbage in three things. The first, pencil scrap can fall into the tree as fertilizer as loose soil. The second, plastic bottle, and the last, paper cardboard crate. The School West Hero Bank Center will renovate soon. The leaf compost the general place in school had a lot of leaf. We used to make the compost not burning because this way can make pollution. In 2023, the committee of I have a mother teacher training. The exclusive committee of the West Hero has project provide with the teacher, parent, community, and school networks. Skill apply activity and with Hero education result in the classroom worksheets and English project work. They can learn about a PowerPoint for the teacher and student lesson plan and let student play game and project work. The student can make the career and learn about the language, physical education. The teacher developing in the classroom with space song, game, and etc. My school donates back to organization for youth the income to help the underprivileged. This is the picture that my teacher is teaching. Pincone is a solar power food base for tutorial you can find how to do from YouTube. You can make it. It's very easy. My school donates UFC box to make roof tile. We send the CP company for free delivery, and CP support the computer to my school. Additional discourse, we are Little West Hero and showcase to many school network and exhibition another organization. The student worksheet picture, they are so happy. Leaf compost can be made from separate school waste to community. Students to communicate and encourage parents to separate waste at home as well. It is model learning resources at my school. How what Hero education result has inspired project or activity in the communities. School creates happiness and safety useful time. Provincial culture concepts promote local wisdom, organic farming, non-toxic products. School reduce disease from the environment. The environment change to calm, clean, and safety school. Income generates, learn West Hero education to gathering in school curriculums and project sustainability and stakeholder engagement. We promote the school waste management activity and West Hero education result on Facebook, YouTube, and the group Live. and create a network of Waste Hero School at sub-district, district, and Yasothon Province by publicizing the project at 12 schools come to study and visit. Thank you for your cooperation. As always, Ms. Goodwill from Thailand. ขอบคุณค่ะ The next, welcome to school video presentation.
Ban Kham Nek Nong Nang Fa School is a small school located in Yasothon Province. Primary educational service areas of this one, Thailand. Managed by Dr. Phongsak Bandai-thong, Director of Yasothon Primary Educational Service areas of this one.
There are 94 students and 8 teachers, managed by Ms. Acharapon Puttaprom, the school director. The school has been selected as the Royal Civilization Agriculture Project School, the Self-Sufficient Economic Concept Learning Center of the school, CPO Demonstration School for Sealing Without Water Tanks, and ENV OCCD Seed Reduction Demonstration School of the Ministry of Public Health. The school has promoted these projects through waste reduction activities and has won many national awards aimed at providing services to teachers and students. Communities protect the environment through sustainable waste reduction. In 2023, Ms. Acharapon Puttapom, the school director, received training as a Waste Hero teacher and introduced the project to the school. The executive committee of Waste Hero Project is composed of 7 main teachers, the student union committees or students and community leaders, parent representatives, and the mayor of Tung Ta plan to successfully implement the Waste Hero projects in school and communities through classroom teaching activities that integrate textbooks. Archive of Waste Hero for kindergarten teachers from the 2nd to the 6th grade. The Waste Hero gathering is held for 2 hours per week. Teaching media are available in English and Thai to practice student English skills and promote their international development.
The implementation of the Waste Hero project through active learning activities in the classroom. 1. Train teachers, students, communities, and online schools to impart knowledge of master teachers. 2. All teachers use PowerPoint learning materials to organize teaching activities using Waste Hero certificate from kindergarten to grade 6. Integrate through 8 learning areas and school and families' lifestyles. 3. According to the 3R, reduce, reuse, recycle. Principal classify waste from the source into classroom and classify waste based on physical characteristics. General waste, organic waste, recycle waste, and hazardous waste. According to school guidelines, the waste management rules separate materials from the waste as follows. 1. Recycling materials include plastic bottles, sinks, paper, soft drink cans, glass bottles, mail boxes, and cardboard boxes. 2. Biodegradable materials including food residue, broom residue, tree branch residue, and pencil sharpener residue. Change in student behavior after receiving knowledge from Waste Hero. 1. Students see the benefits of recycled materials. Let's create things to use in learning as follows. Kindergarten, bottle caps activity, adding and subtracting numbers. Grade 1 and 2, piggy bank activity. Grade 3 and 4, learning equipment holder activity. Grade 5, mini trash can activity. Grade 6, Waste Love reading activities. In addition, students develop products that are environmentally friendly. Under the Company of Good Deals, Anti-COVID Citronella Gel has received National Excellence Awards and has been exhibited at OVIC level events, World Soil Day events, Father Days event. 2. School award Waste Hero certificates to students who are heroes from carrying out activities in the classroom and at home. to provide moral in carrying out activity. 3. From such operations, the amount of waste in the school has decreased, which has created income for the school and circulate in the operation of the Waste Hero project as follows. The amount of plastic bottles that can be collected, 150 kg per month, paper, 65 kg per month, vegetable and fruit scrap from the cafeteria, 55 kg per month, food scraps, 15 kg per month. In addition to generating revolving income in the project, students also donate garbage to Yasothon province to contribute income to the poor. Come and help separate waste before throwing it away. Good for the heart, good for the world, anyone can do it. Come join us as a waste hero. From such a great cooperation, Ban Kham Mek Nong Nam Phar School received the award as one of the 5 schools in the Outstanding Waste Hero Competition 2024 in Southeast Asia.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Acharapon, for that enlightening presentation. So your school's commitment to the sustainability, particularly through the community engagement, is truly very admirable. And it is evident that Ban Kham Mek Nong Nang Phar School is making a real impact on both students and the broader community by cultivating a strong sense of environmental stewardship. So at this point, we will now open the floor for questions. And I would like to invite the technical team to share the questions from our audience. So, and I would like to invite both our speakers, Ms. Ofiah Nisa and Mrs. Acharapon. Okay, so the first question from the floor is, how can we develop the value of waste management among learners in the primary level? So I would like to invite our speakers for your opinion on this. Maybe first, Ms. Ofiah, would you like to share your opinion on the first question? How can we develop the value of waste management among learners in primary level?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, doctor. Thank you for the question. Good question. How can we develop the value of waste management among learners in the primary level? Okay, we can develop the value of waste management among primary level learners by integrating environmental education into the curriculum, involving them in hands-on activities like recycling project and composting, and creating engaging programs such as eco clubs and zero waste challenge that encourage responsibility and active participation. And for the second question, as a small primary school, what challenges have school faced in sustaining these practices, and how have they been addressed or solved? Okay, small primary school often face challenge such as limited resource and inconsistent participation in sustaining waste management practices. These have been addressed by fostering strong community involvement, creating partnership with local organizations for support, and maintaining student interest through regular activities, competition, and continuous education effort. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Ofiah Nisa. And now I would like to invite Mrs. Acharapon to share your opinion on both these questions, actually.
Thank you, Dr. Nantini. For the question for my school, the first question that is, the teacher and student give me the as well correlates as enjoy the practice. about the West Hero education worksheets and let the student play game and singing song and let them happy. The second, the parent and school committee from all the organizations support my school student about budget, lecturer, and resources. And the last, the teacher always use West Hero education material from World Wide Web westheroeducation.com and use the song, game, cartoon to join with the student. And for the second answer, my school is a very small school. The first, the small school on a tight budget. I will make a connection from all the organization and private organization, the company to support me about human, material, and etc. And the second, do and always develop and give encouragement to the teacher, the committee, and the student. And the last, give the student to how important and impact to West Hero education for save the world and save the country. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mrs. Cherampon. And with that, thanks to both the speakers for your thoughtful answers and also for a very insightful presentations. And with that, we conclude our Q&A session. And I would like to sincerely thank our speakers once again for their valuable insight and for sharing their school's success stories with us today. And I would also like to thank our participants for engaging with us and for the thoughtful questions that you have submitted. And now I would like to pass back the session to Mr. John for the next session. Thank you so much.
Excuse me.
Thank
Excuse
you,
me.
Dr. Nantini, for moderating the session. And a heartfelt thank you also to our speakers, Ms. Ophia and
Yes.
Mrs. Acharapon, for their exemplary contributions. I'd like to greet at this point the 540 participants in our YouTube channel. Can you send reactions to our speakers? Maybe heart or applause or
Pakai layar ya?
smiley in your
Ini ya?
YouTube. You can press the reaction icon to see if you are still with us this
Mana ya?
afternoon. Thank you for joining us. And I am sharing again on screen the QR code, and the technical team has shared the link in our YouTube chat, which you may use to submit questions and comments. Our technical team will highlight questions that we can accommodate with the time that we have for the Q&A segment later. So for the next session, sharing the success stories of Waste Hero Model Schools, Secondary Education, may I invite the Senior Specialist and Head of the Learning, Management, and Implementation Unit of the Simeo Regional Center for Educational Innovation and Technology, or INOTEC, based in Quezon City, the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a virtual round of applause to Ms. Michelle Sarabillo. Ms. Michelle, please.
Thank you so much, Josh. Sawadee ka. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second session of our webinar, this time featuring the waste heroes in secondary schools. Again, my name is Michelle, and I'll be moderating this discussion with three remarkable secondary schools that have taken bold steps toward environmental sustainability. They have not only transformed their campuses, but have also created ripple effects in their communities. For this session, let me introduce to you our speakers, starting with Ms. Krishna Kumari, daughter of Naidu, the school principal of LaSalle Sentul Secondary School, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We also have Dr. Minerva Gray Silvestre, master teacher and the school's solid waste management coordinator, San Luis National High School, Pangasinan, Philippines. And last but not least, we will have Mr. Ugyen Norbu, teacher of the Roca Lower Secondary School, Samtse, Bhutan. To our dear presenters, please note that I'll be helping you manage the time to keep our conversation flowing smoothly. Each one of you will be given 10 minutes to present. Please expect me to jump in with a gentle reminder when you have about 2 minutes left before your 10 minutes is up, just to help us stay on track. Hope that's okay with you. And to lessen the technical difficulties, I believe the technical team will be sharing your PowerPoint presentation as well. So all questions will be entertained at the end of the presentations. So let's now dive into their stories and learn from their experiences, starting with LaSalle Sentul Secondary School in Malaysia, which is driving the Moving Towards Zero Waste program, a whole school approach that integrates waste management into everyday learning and community activities. The floor is yours, Ms. Krishna.
Thank you, Ms. Michelle. Thank you, Ms. Michelle. Hi, everyone. I'm Madam Krishna Kumari, daughter of Naidu, representing LaSalle Sentul Secondary School, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Our project is moving towards zero waste. The level of education is from grade 7 to grade 11. There are 39 teachers and 397 students who participated in the program. Let me share the background about our waste management system. The issues that we faced are lack of education on how to handle waste properly and ineffective waste disposal system. Therefore, a waste management team has been established to address the above issues. In addition, the Nature Lovers Club has been formed. We have organized the Moving Towards Zero Waste program, and our objectives are to raise awareness and enhance waste management by implementing circular economy principles. We have prepared short-term and long-term plans as a guideline to achieve our objectives. Next is school policy integration and utilization of Waste Hero education resources in school system. The first activities involves creating recycling bins and labeling them. The bins are placed at strategic locations in school. Another practice involves segregation of waste through recycling and composting. Besides, we even upcycle some of our waste into creative products. Furthermore, we have even transformed our garden by using the 3R principle. Other waste management practices are cleanup day, batch pinning ceremony and recycling collection day. Moreover, 2 competitions were held. They were poster drawing and digital bookmark. On top of that, we have implemented the reward system, an effective way to encourage students' participation. On the other hand, these are some activities initiated and implemented by students. For example, running a classroom waste audit, creating infographic posters, updating the bulletin board, practicing the Waste Hero lifestyle. Next, Waste Hero resources are applied in the classroom across the subjects. 5 subjects are involved: Malay language, geography, science, English language, and business studies. They were activities that we carried out during extracurricular activities. For example, creating games and making mosaic tiles using recycled items. Activities in the community that we were carried out, which involved the stakeholders, community, and partners. I will only highlight some of them. Community Cleanup Day, involving Parent Teachers Association and the Resident Association of Bandar Baru Sentul, Kuala Lumpur. Outreach program, adopting LaSalle Primary School as our partner. Garden spring cleaning, involving our stakeholders, Parent Teacher Association, and the Board of Governors. Recycling Collection Day, collaboration with the KPT Recycle Sendirian Berhad, and sharing digital bookmarks with International Friends of Bookmarks Group. What are the significant changes? Since implementing the Waste Hero management into our project, we have seen significant changes take place. Adopting zero waste lifestyle, fostering a culture of conscious consumption and responsible waste disposal. Traditional bins will be replaced with upcycled recycling bins. Meanwhile, social and behavioral changes are improve students' knowledge and awareness municipal waste, embrace stronger bond and closer relationship, foster a sense of solidarity while promoting sustainable practices. The most obvious environmental change in our 3R garden that has been designed to reduce waste, reuse, and recycle materials. We also witness positive noticeable changes. The school becomes cleaner and greener. Now, I share the income generated from selling the waste sorted. As we can see from the table, it shows the increasement within a short period of time. We do earn some extra income. What are the future plans? Our first step is to build recycling storage site. This is because we do not have a proper place to store and keep the collected recycling items. Apart from that, we would like to share valuable lessons globally with our partner school in Nepal. Moreover, we plan to have more outreach programs with nearby schools. We would also like to expand our scale-up plan to fully utilize the resources by involving a wider range of subjects like maths, design and technology, visual arts, moral education, and economics. To measure our project impact, we have dedicated waste management team and the Nature Lovers Club to track our progress towards achieving our goals. Group of students are also assigned for specific tasks to ensure the waste is properly handled. Besides, a checklist and a classroom waste audit form are used to track waste generation and disposal. Communication strategies are used to promote waste management practices. The internal communication strategies are delivering a speech, bunting is displayed, taking a pledge, making posters, promoting the program using social media platforms, making announcement, having a bulletin board, and watching videos. While our external communication strategies are via social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, having a Waste Hero mascot, putting on button bash during any activities, and lastly, meeting the community in person. Now, let's listen to my students' views towards the changes in the behavior and attitude after participating in this program.
Hi, I'm Ethan Roshan Fernando. Becoming the president of the Nature Lovers Club is such a huge opportunity to me. This position gives me significant responsibilities and opportunities to make positive impacts of waste management in my school. From raising awareness and educating others to actively participating in waste reduction and recycling initiatives, everyone in school has done a wonderful job to contribute to the development of sustainable waste management practices. By taking proactive steps to promote responsible waste management, my team and I managed to help create a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable future for all. Each person who took part in this program have undoubtedly gained new experiences and learned unforgettable values in life. I'm truly overwhelmed and grateful with what the club has done, and to those who have participated, making it a truly successful program. Thank you to each and every single one of you. Next, I would like to call upon my junior to give his thoughts on this.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Shamir Yusuf bin Abdul Aziz. I'm currently in the 7th grade right now. Throughout this Waste Hero program, I have participated in several activities which have brought some positive changes into my life. During our school community cleanups and collection day, not only did my entire school help me out and play their parts, I've also had my parents show their tremendous support for me. They further encouraged my action by turning up and being part of the community club as well. Thanks to this program, certain practice such as segregation and upcycling is now a certain practice done in my household. With all these activities done, I have had some personal accomplishment. These include making new friends and backgrounds, with and creating a bond with our primary school children. I've also made myself an active student despite being only a junior. I will forever remember this experience and I thank everyone who helped me along the way. Thank you.
Thank you, boys, for the wonderful presentation. And now I would like to end my presentation with a quote. Coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Krishna. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Krishna. And yeah, that was truly inspiring. Thanks to Ethan and Mohammed, very, very passionate speakers. Indeed, LaSalle Central Secondary School is making waves with its program. And from listening to the two students, you have made waste management really exciting and engaging for the students as well. So we can see the impactful work has not only earned recognition in the community, but we heard that you have laid the foundation for even bigger sustainable initiatives in the future, partnering with schools outside Malaysia and scaling up the program, just to name a few. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, so the next to present is San Luis National High School from the Philippines. They've spearheaded the Waste Hero Reduce to Zero Plastic Free program, which is a bold initiative aiming to eliminate plastic waste by 2028. You may now begin your presentation, Dr. Minerva.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Michelle. I am from the Philippines, and I will present to you our Waste Hero Reduce to Zero Plastic Free program under the secondary level, which was participated in by 32 teachers, 396 learners, and 162 community members. Our school faces different waste management issues such as burning, improper waste disposal, and using of single-use plastics, which led to the implementation of this program, Waste Hero Reduce to Zero. Our program has an ambitious vision of eliminating plastic waste in our school by 2028, with its mission of promoting fundamentals of recycling, creating zero waste, and practicing circular economy using the Waste Hero education resources. The core values include environmental stewardship, innovation, collaboration and partnership, and personal responsibility. The Waste Hero education resources were integrated in our different school activities, which includes the Waste Hero Reduce to Zero Plastic Free program, which aims to eradicate single-use plastic products in our school. We also conducted the From Trash to Riches project, wherein we sell the collected waste materials. We also conducted the search for the best solid waste management classroom implementer, which aims to recognize and reward teachers and students for their outstanding contributions to solid waste management. We also have the Turning Waste to Rice program, wherein one of the municipal councilors collects the PET plastic bottles in exchange for rice. We were able to construct our material recovery facility, or our waste bank, which was funded by our municipal mayor because of the program. We launched the Graduates Lead Zero Waste Through Plastic Bottle Donation Project, wherein our completers and graduates donate 15 PET plastic bottles to promote circular economy. We also conducted Waste Hero information education campaigns in our school and in the community where our school is located. We also conducted focus group discussion of teachers where I, as the Waste Hero focal person, shared the Waste Hero education resources to my colleagues. We conducted the Waste Collection Friday where the students experienced hands-on experiences in sorting waste. There is also a plastic bottle challenge where our students pick up thrown PET plastic bottles on the road and bring them to the school in exchange for school supplies. Our school head implemented the after-class cleanup drive where our students clean their respective areas before going home. And the Waste Hero education resources were integrated in the curriculum. In arts, social science, and science subject, the Waste Hero superhero activity was used. In Filipino subject, the importance of the 3 R's was discussed. In technology and livelihood education, English and research class, the linear and circular economy was discussed. And these are some of the outputs of our learners using the Waste Hero superhero activity. Also, these are the pictures taken in implementing the Waste Hero education resources. For the sustainability and stakeholder engagement, a 5-year plan was created to ensure that the program continues. We also encourage our teachers and students to join Waste Hero trainings conducted by CMEOSEPS, and more stakeholders will be tapped to support the implementation of the program. We also plan to organize re-eco seminars and upcycling workshops in other schools about Waste Hero. And we plan to develop a Waste Hero handbook at the 5th year of the implementation of the program. A weekly waste audit checklist was also developed, which was used during the Waste Collection Friday. And a survey questionnaire will be continuously utilized to assess awareness and participation of students and teachers in the implementation of the program. These are some of the examples of the monitoring and evaluation tool that we used during the Waste Collection Friday, as well as in the search for the best in solid waste management classroom implementer. For the communication, the Waste Hero Club officers, together with me, conducted a room-to-room campaign about the implementation of the program. Research papers regarding Waste Hero were also conducted. Teachers published articles about the Waste Hero Reduce to Zero Plastic Free program, and activities regarding Waste Hero are posted on social media. We also conducted information education campaigns about Waste Hero and proper waste disposal. These are some of the articles published by our teachers. And these are the promotional materials that we use, which were adopted from the local government unit of our municipality. Implementing the program has impact, and it provided increased awareness among our students and teachers about recycling, creating zero waste, and building circular economy. Our students develop leadership and teamwork skills by participating in the Waste Hero program activities. Parents and community members become actively involved in the school activities also. And it enhanced the hands-on learning experiences of the students in sorting and segregating waste. Our school becomes cleaner, and there is a decrease in single-use plastics while we increase the quantities of recycled and sorted waste. We were able to generate 6,742 pesos and 100 kilograms of rice from the recycled and sorted waste. Thank you so much, and let me share to you our program's mantra: be a waste hero, choose a plastic-free tomorrow. May I request the technical team to please play the video presentation.
implementing the Waste Hero Reduce to Implementing the Waste Hero Reduce to Zero Plastic Free program made me realize that I can help address issues about global warming. My small action in using reusable utensils and saying no to single-use plastics significantly reduces my carbon footprint.
Using the Waste Zero education resources increased my awareness of the circular economy. I was able to practice circular economy at home and share it with my family.
As the Waste Hero Club president, I improve my leadership and teamwork skills by participating in different Waste Hero program activities and initiatives. I led my schoolmates during Waste Hero Collection Friday, where we practice hands-on experiences of sorting and segregating waste.
I became aware of how to dispose my waste properly and contributed to reducing plastic waste in our school. Thanks to Waste Hero Reduce to Zero Plastic Free program, I became a responsible citizen in our community.
Be a Waste Hero! Close our plastic free tomorrow!
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Minerva. Thank you so much for sharing your exciting initiative, which, as we've just heard, brought together the community, the entire community, the students, the teachers, and you mentioned LGU, the local community, in a united effort to tackle wastes. And may I say, very creatively. The results are truly impressive. The school, I think, has set a shining example of sustainability in the municipality. Thank you once again and congratulations. Finally, we will listen to the story of the Roca Lower Secondary School from Bhutan, which has revitalized their waste management practices through their dynamic School Waste Hero Club. The floor is now yours, Mr. Ugyen.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you
Okay.
loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Is my screen visible on the screen?
We can only see the Zoom. Yeah, not your PowerPoint presentation. If you can please share your deck again.
Okay.
There.
Okay, thank you so much. Warm greetings from Bhutan and a very good afternoon to you all, respected organizers, stakeholders, principals, and coordinators of the winner schools, the different delegates, and the participants of all around the world who's watching here on the YouTube. So first of all, a very warm greetings and Kuzu Zangpo from Bhutan. So before I begin with my presentation, I would like to congratulate other 4 schools for winning this competition and then being a waste hero, which makes a very difference in our community. So my school name is Torok Halor Secondary School, and it is under Samtsi district, Bhutan. And we have around 41 teachers and 551 students. So my school, it is located, and then it is surrounded by a pristine surrounding environment, and then it is located from about 200 kilometers from the capital city of Bhutan, that is Thimphu. So to start my presentation, our background waste management. So our vision is to maintain clean school and community through mindful waste management practice. So objectives that includes in our school is to promote awareness on waste reduction and proper waste disposal, to continually assess and improve waste management, and explore possible economic utility of waste for the school development. And last objectives is to instill the value of 4 R's in the students, teacher, and moreover to the public. So in our school, the waste management system started in 2018, and we scaled up our program after we got inspiration from the Waste Hero Education resources in 2023. So issues that we are facing just now is the number 1, improper waste disposal. So number 2, lack of awareness and waste management, and lack of funding is one of the challenges that we are facing. And number 4, the time constraint. So our school has the policy where we have integrated the waste hero policy, where we incorporate waste management in the school policies, and regular training for teachers and students are also doing and then included in the policy. And we have also utilizing and integrating the waste hero resources during our classroom teaching. And then we also organize workshops and seminars for the students and teachers, and even to the public. So these are the photos where we have used the waste hero resources in the classroom teaching and learning process. So application in school activities by waste hero initiatives. So lesson on waste segregation and recycling has been doing in this school. And interactive sessions and projects on waste reduction are also doing in the classroom integration with the lesson. So we also do the community projects where we clean up drives in local community and give awareness and campings on proper waste disposal. So these are the pictures where we have done the cleaning camping for recycling. So project sustainability and stakeholder engagement. So our future plan is to continue integration of waste hero resources in classroom teaching and learning. And we have also planned to expand our waste management projects in our neighbor schools. Then we also have a plan to scale up the program where other schools can also copy and then align with waste management with our school. So collaboration with local factory, company, and scrap dealer is one of our partner where we sell our waste and we generate income. So we also do the annual study tour to the nearby company for the children, and then they also learn from the company where they how the recycling is happening. So we also monitor and evaluate where regular assessment of the project is being handled in the right place, and feedback mechanism for the continuous improvement is also accepted from the community and from the teachers and students. So communication and creativity. So promotion of, in order to promote our activities, we use social media such as school Facebook page, school YouTube channel, even TikTok account, and online classroom forums from class PP to class 8. So newspaper and school diaries are also being used for communication purposes. Posters and slogans and arts are also being used to communicate with students and the public. So promote materials, brochures and flyers. So significant positive changes that we have established a stricter waste management policies. In policy level, we have changes in such areas and regulate and monitor our waste disposal practices. And we have also increased the awareness and participation for social behavior changes and improved habits of regarding waste disposal, where we instill the values in the waste instill the values which is zoom manancho.
Mr. Ugyen, would you like the technical team to share your PowerPoint instead?
Hello, is my voice audible?
Yes, it is. We can hear you. Do you need help in projecting your PowerPoint presentation?
I think my network is not stable. That's why I'm facing a problem here.
Yes, perhaps you can ask the technical team to share your PowerPoint instead.
Please excuse me for a while.
All right.
So while we are waiting for Mr. Norbu to be back, perhaps we can ask the two speakers a question already. Miss Michelle, how about that?
Yeah, but I can see his screen now.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Ugyan?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you can start again.
So we were on. You're not working. Hello, is my voice audible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you so much. So we were on the. It's not working.
If you can share with us, Mr. Norbu, your final file so we can share it.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
And yeah, so while waiting for Ugyan, let me just mention that at this point, we've already received 66 questions from our audience in YouTube. That's actually a big number. Thank you so much for sending in your questions to our audience, for actively, participating and engaging with our in our webinar. However, we can only entertain 2 questions. So sorry for that. We have actually identified the 2 questions. The first one was sent in by Gloria Wu Cheen, Sekolah Menanga, Holy Trinity, Tawau, Malaysia. And the first question is, what strategies have been most effective in promoting behavioral change and engagement towards waste management among students and staff? I'll repeat the question. What strategies have been most effective in promoting behavioral change and engagement towards waste management among students and staff? So I will be asking actually all the presenters and giving you a minute to respond to the question. Would you like to go first, Ms. Krishna?
Yes, madam. Okay, the strategies are by implementing the reward system to the students. For example, we give reward to the student who do the collection, recycle items the most. For example, we do give hampers to the students as a motivation for them to carry out the involved in the competition. And secondly, constant communication with students and staff through announcement, social media like WhatsApp. And other than that, we also have a putting on the button badge. I am a waste hero, like what I'm wearing now. You can see the button badge. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so by wearing this, we can say that we can show our solidarity and responsibility to take part in the waste management practice. And finally, we applying the Waste Hero education resources in our classrooms.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Ms. Krishna, for your response to the question.
Welcome. Thank you.
We'd like to hear from you, Dr. Minerva.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be sharing the top 3 most effective strategies that we used. First is same with Ms. Krishna, giving incentives and rewards to the students. The second one is the conduct of the information education campaign. And lastly, the students who implement the program were posted in our Facebook group page. They were recognized and we call them Waste Heroes.
Okay, so we can see actually similarities in the strategies that they're doing with two schools. I wonder if I can ask Ugyen to also answer the same question. If your PowerPoint is not yet ready, Ugyen, perhaps you can also respond to the question.
Okay, ma'am. So more or less, the two questions are after all same. So number one, it has strategies to change the behavior. So the effectiveness measures that we have taken is the integration of waste hero materials in the classroom. And another one success factor of our school is the advocacy program that we are doing in our school with the public, with the teachers and students. Thank you.
Thank you. And I've also noted, Mr. Ugyen, that your school has also focused on instituting school policies and values development on waste management, which can actually help ensure the sustainability of the program. Yeah, so I'd like to check with the technical team if we can proceed. We'll just finish the Q&A, or can we go back to the presentation of Mr. Ugyen?
So excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
So I'll try myself. My network is restored now.
Oh, that's good to hear.
However, in the interest of time, we have to continue our session now. I'd like to thank Ms. Michelle for expertly moderating the session, and to our speakers, Ms. Krishna, joined by her students Ethan and Muhammad, Dr. Minerva, and Mr. Norbu for their exemplary contributions. We know you would like to share so much, but given the limited time, we thank you already for all your contributions. We'd also like to extend our heartfelt thanks to our audience from the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Myanmar, India, Brunei, Darussalam, Cambodia, Vietnam, Indonesia, and of course Thailand, and other places from all around the world. Your active engagement throughout the session and the questions you've submitted have truly enriched our discussion. We receive an impressive almost 70 questions, and while we wish we could address each one, time constraints mean we can't cover them all. We appreciate your understanding and participation. So once again, we'd like to invite our participants in YouTube to please send your reactions, your hearts, your celebration, your smiley. There's an icon at your YouTube screen. Please allow us to receive all your emoticons. So to express our big thank you to our speakers from both the primary and secondary schools for sharing their best practices and valuable insights. Your experiences have undoubtedly provided us with a wealth of knowledge. We are inspired by how you foster positive change that extends beyond the classroom, empowering our communities to embrace these initiatives for life and sustain the good work being done. We hope our audience found these practices also relevant and applicable to their own school environments and communities. It's through these shared learnings that we can continue to grow and make a meaningful impact together. To wrap things up, we'll hear from our partner, Yunus Thailand Foundation, as they present the Waste Hero Education Program, which will close our session this afternoon. May we welcome Mr. Brian Caraway, Circular Economy Lead of Yunus Thailand Foundation, on the virtual stage. Mr. Caraway, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Please allow me to share my screen. Okay. Are you able to see my screen okay?
Not yet, Mr. Brian, and we would like to request you to please come closer to the microphone so we can hear you clearer.
Okay, are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. How about now? Is that visible?
Yes, it is now on screen. Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for having the opportunity to share about the Waste Hero Education Program. I'm cognizant of time, so I'll do my best to move through this at a decent pace. But essentially, we're all here very active in our schools and in our communities, addressing issues around waste. And so, kind of wonder why are we making this huge effort, and why did we make this education program and having schools engage with it? Because essentially we have a crisis on our hands. We're all well aware of this, and so I think where we come into play from UNIS Thailand and the nonprofit sector is we want to create resources needed to help young people learn about these challenges and to begin to learn how to change their behavior, such as we've heard from some of the youth today. And so really we're talking about a systems challenge. On the left-hand side, you have what we kind of exist in today, which is a linear economy. We take resources from the earth, we make them into products, and then we throw them in the trash and don't think twice about it. When really we need to move into more of a circular approach where we reuse the materials that we use for products, like a plastic bottle, like a PET bottle can be fully recycled, and it should go into its right place after it's been consumed so it can be remade into another bottle. This would be a circular economy and a perfect design in that we're eliminating waste, we're generating nature, and reusing those resources back into products. And this is kind of a life cycle model of that process, where the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps is this linear path that we're currently on of taking resources from the earth and essentially disposing of them. So all these lines drawn, creating more circular options for waste materials, so we can recycle, remanufacture, reuse. So a lot of these concepts in this screen and in the previous screen as well, these are all built into our Waste Hero education lesson plan. So we've developed, as many of you are aware, but some of you may not, that we've developed free education resources for teachers and students from K through 12, primary, secondary, all the way up to university students. And these are all activity-based lessons. So we do move through these, very basic concepts for like kindergartners and first grade, talking about what can and can't be recycled, understanding really the fundamentals. But every lesson is associated with a classroom activity. So we really want students not just sitting in the classrooms hearing lectures on the topics. We really want to see them taking action at school, at home, in their communities, and really begin to drive these behavior changes. And we really see students as being the big influencers within their community to educate their parents at home. And so I'm just trying to move through these quickly. So really the target audience for Waste Hero Education is, of course, youth. Youth were ready to take action. We think of like the Greta Thunbergs of the world, and young people are just not going to tolerate the way that systems are and all the waste and things that are entering our environment. Students are really at the forefront of not only tolerating this any longer, but ready to take action. And so we really want to empower them with the resources to not only learn about the topics, but having the tools to maybe create business models or community projects around how to reduce waste and keep materials within the system, which is called the circular economy. So very quickly, I just want to give a couple snapshots of what these lessons actually look like. And these are free on our website for everyone in 10 different languages as well. But this is a snapshot of an early learner lesson where young people will learn the very basics of recycling through this animated lesson of a rabbit family. And the classroom exercise on the right is basically a PET plastic bottle counter. So each week students will bring in bottles and basically count and then send them to the recycling process. And so really putting a tangible benefit to the work of collecting recyclables and putting them in the place where they belong. So again, underscoring the basic steps and fundamentals of what can and can't be recycled are really underscored in some of our early learners. lesson plans. Once we get into the upper level, so maybe more primary level, we start to introduce the circular and linear economies and how to think about developing circularity within linear products and what can be recycled. What maybe is there a refill or return model, or can we just repair old clothes instead of constantly buying new? So really getting them to think about how to build in circularity to existing products that may not have that built in. We introduce concepts around design thinking, so getting students to really kind of understand the problems and challenges that are faced by this, really empathizing with communities that are struggling with waste. There's a lot of communities that are more vulnerable to these topics and issues and become not just environmental challenges, but social issues as well. So we introduced ways of going about thinking and creating ideas, prototyping and testing ideas around solving these challenges. One being, and really this is really at the ethos of what UNIS Thailand, the foundation I work for, is about, is that we're really driving youth entrepreneurs. So really getting them to start thinking about these different aspects of maybe they have a great business concept that they could maybe pilot at their school or in their community. And so we give them the tools to begin thinking about that. So we developed a circular business model canvas, for instance, which this is basically like a snapshot of a business plan in a very simplified format. We've added these other components of a circular value proposition, getting people to think about the end of life. After my product has been used, what happens to the packaging? So what is the innovation to make sure that that doesn't end up in a landfill or in nature? And so really driving these core concepts of circularity into ideas of thinking about those solutions. But also very, very simply, we have exercises through like animated slides like this one, where basically teachers can ask their students and go through these different products, like can a glass jar be recyclable? You click a button on your keyboard and it'll draw a line, whether it's yes or no. So these are fun little exercises that even like a math teacher or any teacher of any subject could even introduce within the first 15 minutes of class. So a lot of our lesson plans, they're really designed to be adaptable and implemented because we understand teachers don't always have that time to do an additional 30-minute, 45-minute course. So even if within the slides, there's a couple pages or activities that might fit in with what you're mandated to teach in that day, that's great too. We just really want to create resources that are useful and can be implemented in different classroom contexts. So we did a lot of classroom testing with our resources. This was a rural school in Mexico, actually, that worked on a Waste Hero superhero concept. And this was a good example about, how students not only think about how to develop a superhero. I think that's very easy. We could sketch that, but like, what's the purpose of this superhero and what's really motivating this superhero and the environmental challenges this superhero is trying to address. So even within basic concepts around, just creating a superhero fighting environmental challenges, there's a call to action that they're built. So they make these superheroes and then they create posters in their schools that have a call to action, basically saying, please be sure to recycle, or some other point, an environmental call that they can get other students to participate in. And so, yeah, this is just a picture of people having fun with Waste Hero materials. But most importantly, we have a website, www.wasteheroeducation.com, and I do have a QR code on the next page where all of these lesson plans and resources are free in 10 different languages. And probably most relevant to this room is that we do have them in Thai language, and we also have them in Bahasa, in Indonesian as well. So these are all available on our website. You can scan the QR code and please feel free to download and access all of the free materials, but also encourage you to reach out to me personally. I think what I've really heard today is that there's just a lot happening in schools around these topics, and I would love to hear from you. I would love to see how students are engaging at the school with these materials and really developing these great solutions within the school context, because truly there's some incredible things happening at school, and And so yeah, I can leave that presentation at bay, and I think yeah, please just encourage you to reach out to me personally as well. And we're always looking to support schools best we can with resources or training or anything of that nature. We make ourselves available at UNIS Thailand to support you and your school. So
Thank you, Mr. Brian, and
yeah,
thank you for sharing with us the incredible work that you do as well. But before we conclude, we've selected a question from our online participants to address. So let me read it. As an amateur in handling responsibility in waste management, what are the important things I must do or implement? So I'd like you to respond to this briefly before we end.
Yeah, that's probably the most important question, honestly, is what do we do? And I think a lot oftentimes we are very overwhelmed with the statistics and the piles of waste we see in the ocean. We just get overwhelmed with the numbers and the whole idea that this is how can one person really make a difference? But that's the only difference I think we can make, is making individual decisions, small decisions on a daily basis. So what I would tell everyone really of where you can start is begin educating yourself on the topics, because even recycling at its core, and this is really built into our Waste Hero education program, where we educate what basically you can and cannot recycle. However, this doesn't apply to every location. You have island nations in the Philippines. It's very different than the recycling systems in Bangkok or in the UK. So really understanding your local context. If you think you can recycle something, ensure that you understand within your community, the people that are coming and picking up your trash, ask them, do you take this? Do you not take this? So you can be educated within your local context is incredibly important, because really the best thing you can do is prepare the things that your local recycler can then recycle, to clean them and prepare them in the way that they need to be received. Because oftentimes, particularly in the global south, and I'm here in Bangkok, Thailand, this is done by informal waste pickers. So they're going around in everyone's trash, picking and sorting and doing all of this. The best thing that you could do is properly separate the things that need to be separated, recyclables, so that within your community, the people that are responsible for doing this work, you're helping them do their job better. And this is probably the biggest thing that you can do, and really advocating this knowledge when you do understand the systems, to share this with your school communities, with other pupils, because it is challenging, and it is a kind of an evolving circumstance as well. New materials are coming out that challenges and complications of this as well. So really understanding your local context, what you can and can't recycle, and properly separate and prepare those recyclables to make the job easier of the person who's then going to recycle those and prevent it from entering the environment, I think is the best thing you could start with doing. So really just small actions daily. It's not super difficult, but you just need to know what you can and can't do. And that's the best thing at this point you can do. And also, if you can reduce consumption a bit more, that's always a big challenge. I'm American, we're a big problem with this, and that we really need to be cognizant of how many things we're buying, consuming, because everything comes in packaging, everything generally has some waste components to that. So really being aware of what you purchase and yeah, doing our best to limit the waste that we create. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it's very practical, and we can immediately apply it right after this webinar if we're still not yet doing it. So it starts with ourselves, our small efforts within our lifestyles, that we can be a waste hero. So thank you once again, Mr. Brian. And as we near the end of our webinar, I would like to reiterate Mr. Brian's invitation for us to explore www.wasteheroeducation.com, where we can access 19 free activity-based lessons and workshops for K-12 and university students. These resources are designed to enhance your educational programs and inspire students to take meaningful action. So we have shared the QR code on screen, and Please visit it and try to see which one you can use in your educational programs. So for those interested in receiving a certificate of participation, please follow the instructions we will display on the next slide. Don't forget to complete the post-webinar feedback and e-certificate validation form, which we are making available only until the end of August 25, 2024. So on behalf of CIMEO Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy Philosophy for Sustainability, or CIMEO CEPS, Indorama Ventures, UNOS Thailand, CIMEO Secretariat, CIMEO Inotech, CIMEO Rexam, and CIMEO Simulec, we extend our heartfelt thanks to the Southeast Asian Waste Hero Model Schools for their exceptional presentations. We also invite you to stay connected with us. Please visit our website, www.cimeoceps.org, and follow us on our social media channels for the latest updates and resources. A special thank you to our YouTube participants for your active engagement throughout the session. We've had around and over 500 of you joining us, and we appreciate your participation. So once again, this is Josh, your host for this afternoon. Thank you, and see you in our next webinar.